This is MrBeast's $500 million psychology secret, and almost nobody understands this about him. To break this down, I'm putting two MrBeast videos side by side, the old version and the new version of the same challenge, and you're going to see exactly how his formula has transformed. Once you see this, you will never watch YouTube the same way again. There's a psychological trait MrBeast has that you only ever see in the world's top performers like elite athletes, legendary actors, and entrepreneurs. A trait most people never get to the point of experiencing it in their own lives. It is called obsessive iteration, something that completely rewires how you respond to failure. The truth is, most people build themselves the opposite way. And honestly, I'm also a victim of this. We avoid discomfort and feedback. We give up the moment effort doesn't lead to reward. And we quit when things get hard because struggling feels like proof that things aren't working. But for MrBeast, struggle is a signal to go deeper. When a video fails, he doesn't get upset but works even more harder on the next one. When his views go down, he doesn't panic like us but wants to see where he went wrong. Where we get depressed, he gets motivated, and when we fail, he sees that as data. And this is why he learns faster than anyone else. Most creators chase dopamine from views. MrBeast gets his dopamine from improving the next video. That tiny psychological shift changes everything. Because if failure motivates you instead of breaking you, you can basically repeat it endlessly and it will take you to places that you have never imagined. And this is the foundation of every top performer in history. So the key is deliberate practice and being obsessed with your craft. It's also the same trait described by Anders Ericsson, the researcher behind the 10,000 hour rule. Instead of just telling you how Jimmy is obsessed with improvement, let's literally watch it happen. Same creator, same challenge idea. The older video got 98 million views and the newer one got over 540 million views. Yeah, I know 98 million would be a dream for most of us. But I want you to see why that first one now looks basic compared to what he has done today. The old one is titled Last to Leave Circle Wins $10,000. When you watch this older version, the idea is basically solid, but the video itself, you can literally see that Jimmy is figuring things out. He's basically throwing ideas on the wall, letting moments breathe a little longer, and not really milking tension inside the challenge. It basically feels like watching a rough draft of the MrBeast formula we know today. But honestly, that's what makes this video so interesting. You're watching the beginning of MrBeast trying to crack the code. He's learning how to actually create tension, what makes people stay versus click away, which emotional beats matter, and how long the challenge can last before your brain gets bored. You can basically tell that the video is a blueprint of what he has today, just without the polished psychology behind it. Now here's where it gets interesting. Jimmy doesn't throw this idea away. He comes back years later with the same exact concept. Last to leave circle wins $500,000. This time he basically dials everything up to a completely different level. Now when you watch his new version, it feels like a completely different universe. Right away you will notice that the stakes are absurdly high, $500,000. The pacing is lightning fast, there's almost no wasted air. You can tell that every contestant feels different, and every person is basically a character with their own little storyline. And inside the challenge, Jimmy is stacking micro challenges, rewards, twists, punishments, all designed to keep viewers' tension spiking. You even get these little alliances and fights happening between the contestants, and our brain loves that social drama. The video constantly breaks predictably. There's a lot of stuff going on in this video, and that is why your dopamine never gets a chance to level down. Every few minutes something escalates. Even though personally I prefer the older version, but I mean the numbers don't lie, like 540 million viewers. The main point is that MrBeast has learned to make psychological optimized videos. He has learned how to hold your attention without you noticing, when to raise the stakes so you don't settle in comfort, how to structure emotional peaks and wow moments. He has learned how to create these tiny anticipation loops to make you keep watching. In summary, every MrBeast video is a psychological experiment. He never guesses but tests, measures, breaks, rebuilds, and repeats. He refines faster than anyone else, trains his brain for discomfort while most people run from negative feedback. Jimmy basically chases it like data. And here's the crazy part. You can use this exact mindset in any part of your life. If you are willing to obsess, iterate, and improve faster than everyone around you, you'll get to places you can't even imagine right now. So if you're ready to build the next version of yourself, hit subscribe and watch this video where I show you the 4 levels of success. Let's see which level you are on.